Where is the stone
Hello!
giant
I am.
King
I did. I
Hecaton?
have. Hello and welcome. It is a catchy trailer. It is a very catchy trailer. Thank you, Writer's Block.
I think it's an amazing trailer.
He's not talking about your one, Jeff.
Ah, which one's he talking about?
My one. Hello and welcome. My name is John and I am joined by Sean,
How do?
Tanny.
I'm tired.
Jeff was here a second ago, then muted.
I'm here, just getting into character.
Surprised you didn't put a skull in place of Briar's stats. We are here to play some D&D, and there is a rather worrying... I point to it that way. There's a rather worrying gap in the statistics this week.
There we go. There you go. You got it right. There we go.
Do you mind turning them up? I can turn them up. Let me turn them up. Can you speak a little bit, guys?
I wish this to happen.
Yes. Are you sure, sir? My good sir.
Can't turn me up.
You want to hear their despair. I can turn you up.
But you can't turn us on, though.
I mean, I can't turn you up if you keep yourself muted. No, you're right. That's better. Good. Okay.
What?
We are here to play some D&D, and the last time this group gathered to play D&D, traumatic things occurred. You took a long rest in the castle and recovered your hit points after a frankly very epic battle against all of the Cloud Giants.
Pretty much.
You recovered hit points, you recovered abilities and spells, you had heartwarming conversations about family members that you'd left behind.
I wasn't there for that.
And traumatic discussions about dwarves sleeping naked in the same bed as you, depending on which characters you are.
That wasn't me, right?
That was not you.
Okay. Okay.
Luna and Yagho shared one giant bed. Maud, Kalen, Fenthwick, Talon, and Briar shared another. These are giant beds. Literally giant beds. Beds for giants.
It's designed for giants.
You then headed up to the garden level, where you had first landed on the castle. You utilized the English language there. You utilized the telescopes that were situated around the garden to look out across the rolling hills that were passing. Hi, Scar. That were passing underneath you. You appear to be moving at a reasonable speed. Briar discussed getting a souvenir made from a rock that she had found somewhere, and then moved to take a souvenir from the chess set, and took the crown of the Black Queen, at which point the black side of the chessboard animated, getting a sneak attack on Briar and causing her to become very low in health incredibly quickly. She fled the battle, and the rest of you stepped in to deal with the black chess pieces, the animated armor that made up the chess set. Briar took refuge in the greenhouse, and when the threat appeared to be over, she moved to open the door, but found that Count Thulan, the former owner of the greenhouse, had left magical wards in place that were designed to stop anyone who was snooping on his greenhouse. As she moved to open the door, all of the metal bars of the greenhouse started to glow with magical runes. You attempted several ways to get into her or to get her out of the greenhouse without opening the door, all of which proved to be of no use. You then attempted to surround her in protection, but when the door opened, the magical wards proved too powerful for all of the protection that you had thrown around her. The wall of stone shattered into tiny pieces as an explosion of necrotic energy filled the room and brought Briar to her untimely end. Yaghol, Fenthwick, and Talon ran into the greenhouse and dragged her out onto the green in the middle of the garden and laid her body down, trying to see if there was anything that could be done, but unfortunately she was already dead.
I wasn't there at the time, but I was there in spirit. Ripperoonie.
She had, before opening the door, said goodbye to you all one by one. She apologized for what had happened. She asked Kaelin and Maud to take care of Mouse for her. And this session picks up with the five of you, Kaelin, Fenthwick, Luna, Talon, and Yaghol, surrounding, stood around Briar's fallen form.
I can't say anything. I'm not.
Are we straight after Is this like immediately after?
This is immediately after what happened at the end of last session.
So literally dragged her out, we checked for pulse, we tried whatever we could.
Yep.
In which case, Talon is going to stand up and make his way to the door.
Yaghol collapses to his knees, tears streaming down his face.
Aelin is just sobbing and just leaning onto Maud, but
Jeff,
Yeah.
could you roll me 5d10, please? Oh no, wait, 1 second. I triple checked this earlier. It's not 5d10, is it?
It's 47 d10.
Yeah, it's 5 million.
oh no, is this the freaking?
No, it is. It is
Is it
5d10.
Is it the one that Mouseray basically did onto?
Oh, come on.
Oh my god, that's the thing what Mouseray did to bloody
That can't count.
Aelin.
That can count. Malzeray told you not to abandon the team.
You also told me not to abandon Briar
Get
and
the
Briar's
frick
dead.
off me, you stupid flies!
I'm rolling it.
Oh, no.
Oh, let's try that again. With
Let's
actual 5d10.
try actually 5d10.
5d10 rather than just rolling 5.
27.
So your head... There is a flashing headache as you're walking down the hallway.
Let me try the D&D Beyond for this. 7 damage.
Malzeray cast Aegeus on Talon. That is basically a spell that reads like this, in fact. I'll put it up on the...
Oh, that's killed me. Oh, yeah.
It prevents an action.
It causes you to take a certain action. Come on, load. There we go. You place a magical command on someone, forcing them to either carry out a service or refrain from an action. For the duration, if you do anything counter to that action, you take 5d10 psychic damage. So as Talon is walking down the corridor, you just have a splitting headache. Does this prevent you from going?
Read off the description again to me.
How
often does it take place?
Once a day, until you are no longer affected by the spell.
And how long has it been?
It has been... Give me a moment. It has been a few days. It's been just opening my calendar. For any of you who are looking up, Luna has just tears streaming down her face. She is openly sobbing. Maud isn't saying anything and just wanders over towards the chessboard.
I think Kaelin goes with him because she was pretty much like on him anyway, just crying.
So you had the spell put on you on the 5th, and it is currently the 10th.
It's been 5 days.
So it's been 5 days. You've still got 25 to go.
Okay. No, it doesn't stop me.
Okay. You carry on walking. Maud wanders over... Well, Maud walks with purpose to the chess set.
Fucking mouse. Mouse!
And he picks up the hammer from the White Queen. And as the White Queen starts animating, you just hear this scream as he brings the hammer down on the helmet of the White Queen, slamming it down to the ground and shattering it in one blow. And then he just puts the Warhammer down again, picks up the suit of armor that was the White Queen, and with a roar, throws it over the side of the castle, sending it tumbling off the edge.
Meanwhile, several miles below, finally, I've gotten this fucking field clear.
Maud then takes the hammer again and walks back to where the Black Queen fell. And just with the hammer, takes the hammer in two hands and swings it down. And then does again. And just the sword of the Black Queen shatters into 1,000 pieces.
Special effects by John Go to Bed.
And with the final hammer blow, there's a release of magical energy that explodes and causes both the black sword and the white hammer to explode and shatter into pieces, and Maud just collapses to the ground, breathing heavily.
Hi, Tim. Kaelin holds him. Not much to say.
Talon is going to make his way back down to the lowest floor.
Okay. Nothing stops your progress.
Good. And he's gonna get to the room with the 4. Is it giant eagles or is it griffins?
Griffins.
And how are the griffins acting at the moment?
They have not been fed for a day at this point. They are all eagerly smashing into the... as soon as you enter the room, they all rouse and very hungrily start slamming against the doors to the cage. Make me a perception check.
Come on.
Where's
15.
Talon? You breathe heavily. And from the crate in the corner of the room, you can smell rotting meat.
It's worth a try. I go over to the crate, take out some meat, and go to one of them.
It looks very hungrily at the meat.
I throw at the meat.
It gobbles the meat before it touches the ground.
Any change to it? Any change to its attitude?
Make me an animal handling check.
Whoop-de-doo. $16.
It looks less like it will probably rip your arm off the second you open the door. It might take a few more bits of meat to calm it down.
I give it some more meat, enough for it to become a bit more docile.
Eventually, several handfuls of rotten horse meat. You have a well-fed griffin.
Does it look like it's able to fly?
Oh, crazy.
Yes.
I'm going to open the cage.
It steps out of the cage.
I walk up to it. Boy. Where's the opening in the floor we came up in?
The opening in the floor is over here in the other room. There is also an opening in the wall here that allows easy access of griffins.
Okay, I lead the griffin over to the hole in the wall. And I get on its back.
It begrudgingly allows this.
And I kick it slightly to set it in motion, and we fly up to the castle.
And you are gone.
Hey, Talon. Nice knowing you, buddy. Oh boy.
Luna wipes the tears from her face. And they are very quickly replaced with new ones. And she just turns and stalks back into the castle. And Yaghol is just sat on the floor behind you, Fenthwick, sobbing.
Fenthwick. I'm just looking to see what I've got. do have that. So what do I need? Travel a few grains of sand, destroying it. Right. He is just going to be pretty much just the entire time any of this has been going on. He's just been kind of knelt next to her, just with a look of kind of just almost dead look to his face, but tears streaming down. And he just uses a little bit of water from, I'm presuming we all have like flasks.
Yeah, you'll all have like water skins.
So rather than waste drinking water, he's going to use a little bit of water from his water skin to create some more, and just start kind of just like cleaning her face and brushing her hair back and
Okay.
making. And then he is going to stand up and is going to excuse me. Is it has this trap like been sprung and has spent its magic, or is it still technically magically infused, this structure?
I think Kaelin had cast Detect Magic. There is no... the magic is not there anymore.
So it is completely
It needed to be reset.
Fair enough. In which case, I am going to... Where are you? There you are. I am going to... Which would be best? Because I need to determine my events. Hold on a moment. I've only had 2 weeks to think about this. But...
So the greenhouse itself, the plants inside don't seem to have been affected by the explosion of the necrotic energy. They have, however, been affected, as has the glass around the lower levels, by the exploding stone wall that has just pelted the pots and the leaves and the glass with just tiny holes.
Shrapnel.
Basically, yeah, there was effectively a large amount of shrapnel suddenly just exploded outwards.
Fair enough. Then, and the living ones that we noticed before, are they
Yes.
still living?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. I am going to... fuck it. I'm going to turn into a young red dragon with polymorph.
Okay.
I quickly go.
Could I possibly interest you in copper or green?
Nope. Red. You may use that token if you so wish to.
I will use a copper token because I don't have red.
Which is kind of weird for this adventure because there's even a red dragon mentioned in it. Like that's how we got the airship.
He is not young.
True, he's not young.
In terms of red dragons, I do have ancient, but I think that's somewhat outside of your realm of...
It is far way outside of my realm at the moment. And in fact,
I love dragons.
In fact, I don't think there's even a way I could even ever possibly turn into an ancient.
No.
But either way.
But Fenthwick just explodes upwards into the form of a giant red dragon.
I can't see. I cannot see.
Oh, right, yes, I need to give you that back.
I need to see. I cannot see. Please
Uh,
help.
this is Fentwick.
That is Fentwick. And I am just going to stalk up to this door. And whereabouts are these moving plants?
Oh, let me put them on the map for you. And to do that, I will need to be able to see the GM layer a little bit.
Fuck it. I'm going to just stalk in here. And I'm going to fuck these bastards up.
Okay.
So, just whereabouts? Just going to fuck them up. I'm just going to fuck them up. I'm just going to fuck them all up. So I'm going to breathe fire at these two right here. I think I can get these two.
Let me just get the numbers for that.
Red dragon. Fuck. Hell.
So what's the dexterity of an awakened shrub?
I don't know, John. It's something that needs to be found out, because I'm going to kill every one of these, and then I'm going to tear this entire little shed apart.
It's -1.
Great! So a dexterity 17 saving throw for him.
That doesn't seem likely now, does it?
It's possible, though.
It's possible. So you breathe in, and just a huge gout of flames will hit 4 of them in one shot. No, yes, and no.
You just just go for a whole yes. You know?
So one of them takes half of the 16d6 you're about to roll.
58.
There's just a massive gout of flames out the back of the greenhouse, and the heat coming off of the place is intense, and the metal framework starts to glow red. Do you want to roll me a d6 to see if it recharges on the next round?
It does!
It does! So you turn your head,
Yep.
breathe in.
Make sure I get to a position where I can get all of them, and I am going to fucking torch the rest of them. For 46, not quite as impressive, but still.
No, that one rolled a 0.
Jesus Christ!
So no, none of those passed, so none of them only take half of the damage.
Then,
Seeing as they only have 10 hit points, it seems rather academic, but...
Doesn't seem likely that they're ever going to pass that. And then, like I said, I'm just going to literally try to tear this greenhouse apart.
So as you just breathe 2 massive gouts of flame that just take out every single plant, not just the living ones, but I mean the awakened ones, but
animate ones.
All of the plant life within this greenhouse is now is reduced to cinders, and flames just start to grow higher, and all of the roof that was intact shatters inwards, and the metal struts that hold up the greenhouse just become molten and start to fall down, and it doesn't really bother you at all.
No.
But they just molten metal just drips down over you and off of you like a duck in water, and the greenhouse sinks to the floor.
I stalk out.
And there's just...
I scoop up Briar in one claw.
Oh god. Wait. Fenwick, wait!
And I say... Hold on, I just need to quickly make sure of something quickly.
Young red dragons can speak Common or Draconic.
I can speak in Draconic. Wait, what are you doing?
I'm speaking in com. I just scoop it. We have 1 hour to clear this fucking place. And I stalk inside.
Okay.
1 hour? What do you mean 1 hour? What's going on?
I have 1 hour of this form.
Oh, okay. I see. But wait. Let me just say something. I think there's a place we can try and get Briar to be alive again. I think we can revive her, but we just need time. My mother, her butler was the son of his son is Romad. Their daughter died, and they've reserved her in the Temple of Vanda whenever he comes back from the curse. I was told that he was still in Schult looking for the curse, like to destroy it. We could have Briar there, keep her alive and well, and keep her reserved there. We might have a chance of reviving her when the curse is broken. Could we please do this? Please, we have a chance.
She'll be revived regardless.
Please, we must take her to Waterdeep. My family can take care of her. The temple can take care of her. As far as I'm concerned, she's still got a family out there.
Can you both make me perception checks?
Perception.
Oh, Sean, the perception of a young red dragon is 8.
So slash run d20 plus 8. That's 120.
That's too many.
I got 10. No, 9.
Plus 8. 13.
Better.
Sean, you just hear from Yaghol very quietly, sort of under his breath, I failed. Lathander has forsaken me.
He has not forsaken you. I didn't.
You didn't hear.
No, but he probably has. Sean, tell him. Well, yeah, tell him. I
look to Yaghol and put my massive paw as best I can on his shoulder, or he's possibly 1 talon on the shoulder.
We've already lost 1 talon this evening.
I know. Hasn't forsaken you.
I failed.
You did not fail. We did everything we could.
It's my duty to keep her alive.
So did I.
We all tried. But we haven't failed to yet. We still got a chance. I know that Romad can do this. He's trying to save his sister from what has happened. I do not know. But I can tell that he is in Schult somewhere, wherever the place is, can stop the curse from happening. We can save Briar, please. We should start we need to take it to temple.
The Spires of the Morning. It's the biggest temple of Lathander in Waterdeep.
It is. That's where they've kept Romads. That's where they kept Sewer. We can go there. We can save her.
If we go there,
she's not going to be saved by taking her there.
She's going to, even though she's not.
I don't care if I have to go and gather 25,000 gold's worth of diamonds. I will be bringing her back, whether or not I have her preserved.
Yes.
But right now, I need to kill everything in this castle.
Then let me take her.
Then take her. I'd hand her to.
Maud. I quickly call for Maud to come over.
Maud will come over and help with Briar's body.
You know the place, don't you? Go there,
I
Maud.
can find the place.
Yagho will be like, Kaelin, if we go there after we take care of this castle, I would like to go there and commune with the Morning Lord.
That is fine.
He has forsaken me, and I need to find out why.
He has not forsaken you.
I need to find out what I need to do. But we need you to stay with us for now.
Fine.
We can keep Kaelin safe. We can keep that person too.
I forgot.
We can. Does he have the spell?
I think he has it. I don't know if he's actually prepared or not.
No. I can keep her safe. It will take me a while.
If you need any help, you know I'm here.
I just need 2 copper pieces and a pinch of salt and 10 minutes.
Okay.
And somewhere safe to keep the body.
I quickly let Hart Briar, and I'm gonna go to the chessboard bit where I see Mouse. Where is the board? Is it here or there?
The chessboard's over here, yes.
Okay, I go. Pick them up.
Make me a perception check.
I keep. Ah!
Yeah, you look round and you can just see Mouse scampering through the chess pieces.
Is she not? Is it not talking?
He looks up. Hey, Auntie Kaelin.
Auntie Kate. She cried tears in her eyes. Hey Mel.
Where's Mum?
Briar's. She's not around anymore.
What do you mean? She was just here. But Kaelin, what do you mean?
We tried everything. Mel. I showed Mouse.
But-
She told me to take. I promise you, we'll get her back to.
But she's right there.
She's. I hate you so much, John. I'm trying.
But why isn't she moving?
She's passed away.
Does anybody know if mice have tear ducts? Because that's real important right about now.
He does. They do.
Tears start running down Mouse's face. She was just there. She dropped me. I hid. That's what I do. That's what she taught. What do I do now?
I'm going to take care. Me and Maud are going to take care of you. I'm going to find ways to get her. You know, I'm going to find a way to bring her alive. You just you trust me?
Of course.
I cuddle in the house. I hate you so much, Joe.
You're welcome. Apparently this is the one that got to Amy as well.
I reiterate, you brought this. Anywho.
Yakol slowly stands up.
Alright, we need to find a good place for her. Just to, you know, keep safe and away from any other dish. Where can we go?
It's a bedroom in the wall.
Me and Maud are going. Can I move me?
Sorry, Sean.
I have the ability.
I was just moving myself.
So this is a bedroom.
But that one.
Yakol will catch up. And we'll climb up onto the bed. This door that's at the end of the hallway, Sean.
Yes.
There is a small person-shaped hole exploded into it that is just ringed with ice.
That Luna.
Okay, I shall go this way.
Yaghol will take a pinch of salt from a pouch on his belt and take 2 copper pieces and will open his book and call down to Eukalin and Maud. This might take a few minutes.
Do what you can.
The door swings open as you approach. And this door has a similar 6-foot-tall, ringed by ice explosion.
I continue down the hall and open this door. But Talon, I thought you were gone.
This door. You know how, like, freezers put off that vapor?
Yeah.
Basically, there is a hole exploded in the bottom of the door, the same as all of the others. And the door is giving off a light vapor, and the hole that was exploded into it has been frozen shut.
Which door was this?
It's this one.
And I approach this door and try it to see if it's openable.
The handle turns as if it should open with your large draconic claws. But as you start to put some weight behind it, something is holding it shut.
I wonder if it could be an excess of ice.
Leave me alone. Comes Luna's voice from inside, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Go away.
I'm not doing that.
I need to be alone.
I'm making you aware. Yaghol is doing, is helping preserve her to make it easier to revive her when the time comes. And we're going to be clearing the rest of this castle and then going back to Waterdeep.
Okay.
Just stay safe in there.
Okay. I will.
Sorry, the incident went weird for a bit.
Just kind of pats the door as heavily as he can to let her know that he has done that. And then goes back. Actually, no. Redact. Pats the door heavily once and just says, "We did everything we could, Luna."
And we still failed. My baby.
I know. But I'll make them pay. And then walks off.
Okay, Yaghol will take 10 minutes and ritually cast Gentle Repose. No, wait. Is it? Sean, ritual casting.
Yes.
Double check. Help me double check this. Is it 10 minutes per spell level?
I believe it's just 10 minutes.
Or is it 10 minutes plus however long it would take to cast?
I'm pretty sure it's just 10 minutes. Yeah, I can quickly check, but I'm 99% sure ritual casting is just 10 minutes. Where the fuck is it? Rituals. Certain spells have special tag rituals. Such a spell can be cast following the normal rules of spell casting for the spell. As the ritual version of the spell takes 10 minutes longer than cast than normal. So if it takes an hour, it takes an hour and 10 minutes.
Right.
So it doesn't take any longer depending on the spell level. It's just
10 minutes plus one action.
However long it would normally take. So 10 minutes and 6 seconds or whatever.
So 10 minutes and several seconds after he starts, the salt evaporates. The copper coins just glow slightly with a holy light. And Briar is affected by the Gentle Repose spell, which actually I'll just put into the chat because I can do that. So they won't be... she's protected from decaying and she can't become undead.
Yay.
And extends the time limit.
And extends the time limit for resurrections.
Well, lower cost resurrections.
Lower cost ones, not the ones that require you to not even have a body anymore. You've got a body, so, you know, we're all good on that front.
Well, at the moment, it's in good nick.
Yeah. Very fresh. So that's... If you want to wait that time, that's going to be 10 minutes off of your hour as a dragon, Sean.
It's okay. I have another 4th level spell slot to allow me to do it. I also have one 5th level spell slot, and I have one 6th level spell slot now. So,
Fair.
Yeah!
Yaghol will just slide off of the bed, pull out his mace. Is it a mace? Does he have a mace? Or am I getting that wrong?
I'm pretty sure it's a mace or a
Warhammer. He pulls out his warhammer. What say we go make some people pay for what they've done?
Yeah.
Let's take this castle.
for Briar.
For Briar.
Yes. For Briar. And by the way, is Kay still not?
Kaylin's feeling a little bit nauseous. Where would you like to go?
Well, this is one of the floors we didn't really check very well, did we?
This is, you literally just went in this room, went straight downstairs.
We did. So,
I should open the information about this floor then, really, shouldn't I, if you're going to start wandering around it?
Upon my little wanderings, did I hear any other noise apart from the room where Luna
You
was?
did not.
So there's a very good chance we could just literally quickly go through here, kick all the fucking doors open, and then, apart from the one that Luna's in, because I'm assuming that one's safe because she's in that room.
So this room that you passed through quickly, Sean,
Yes.
is an opulent chamber. There is a 5-foot table of varnished wood in the middle of the room. Arranged atop it is a hookah, a crystal decanter filled with fine wine, a wooden plate covered with figs, blue crystal glasses are stored on a shelf on either side of a door that leads into this room. Yes.
Which room?
Sorry, I will ping it. This room.
This
So
room.
there are glasses stored on these two shelves. There are padded chairs covered in some form of animal hide. It's fuzzy. And there is a marble fireplace here. And into the fireplace is carved birds. Lots of different birds in flight. And over the mantelpiece is a stuffed Aarakocra with blue plumage.
Really like those Aarakocra.
Make me a quick perception check.
So it's +8 for a...
+8 for a dragon. It's a bird, man.
No, it's a bird.
Kaylin, if you are keeping up with the group,
Go on.
you and Maud can... No, wait, you and Maud can't, but Yaghol can. Because you were not with the group at the time. Perception for Yaghol. Yaghol will turn to you, Fenthwick. Point up at the bird. He looks awfully like the ones we saw in the throne room.
I'm assuming now he's pointed it out, I now see...
You do now see that this
Say though, because
Yaghol points out that the Aarakocra over the mantelpiece looks identical to the ones that Fenthwick and the others fought in the throne room, which Kaylin missed out on.
They do.
What does that mean, though?
Excuse me. I don't know. Is there any way I can find out?
Arcana check.
Arcana check. Why not?
Which, as a young red dragon, would just be a straight. Well, do you keep intelligence of the dragon, don't you? So it's a +2.
+2. 16.
You would hazard a guess that if those were copies, this might be the original.
It might be possible the ones in the throne room were copies, and this was the original.
Hmm.
Best not to think.
Also, what's the duration on detect magic? Is that an hour?
I can't remember off the top of my head. Detect magic is 10 minutes.
Then never mind, it has faded.
I have the sudden urge to do detect magic, but never mind.
Nah, it's fine. You're a dragon, you can't.
I know, but either way, I'm going to go up to this door and I'm going to kick it in.
This is a library. There are... Actually, let me open the door for you as well.
I was going to say, so.
This is a library. There are a broad range of books here. Enormous metal covers. There is a large wooden table in the middle of the room carved to look like a rearing Pegasus. And there is an ornate bronze lantern hanging above the table with the lantern light just burning.
And nobody in here, I assume?
There is nobody in here.
It's clear. Onwards. Key questions.
Yes.
Knowingly. This door's already open. I kind of mentioned, kind of obviously that.
Middle of drawings, so
I kind of point out obviously that the rime-covered door behind me is where Luna is. And I'm going to kick this door in. Wants to fucking kill everything.
Oh no, that's the wrong room. There are 2 cribs in this room. Still giant-sized and could easily sleep a fully grown adult. Even Maud, with his incredible height, could still comfortably lay in one of these cribs. And there are 2 bookcases, or 2 shelves, that are precariously stacked with large stuffed toys.
I'm assuming cribs are empty.
The cribs are empty.
Shame. Nothing in there. Looks like a baby's room. Big babies. Big
That's
old babies.
that's worrying.
A little. Do.
Oh wait, I didn't actually explode that door. And This opens onto another garden. A healthy green lawn covers this rooftop. There are 3 telescopes peering out from the wall, very much mirroring the other garden.
The opposite side, yeah.
There are piles of rocks around the garden, as well as a big patch of very large grown pumpkins. Pumpkins. In the middle of the garden is a large fountain, the spout of which is shaped like a silver dragon that has been bound in chains, and it just spews water into a 40-foot diameter, 5-foot deep pool. And there are a number of fruit trees that grow around this end of the garden.
Doesn't look like anything here? Question mark?
You can't see anything.
As a mooch around. I don't think anything's here, but I don't know.